Hey everyone, this is Darren Tsai with Know Your Mortgage, your preferred online mortgage education resource. If you haven't already heard, Zillow is now offering a 1% down payment assistance program. So you might be wondering, how do I qualify? So here are the qualifications. You need to be a first-time home buyer. You will be required to complete some education. The loan itself will be a conventional loan. This home must be used as a primary residence, and your income must be at 80% or less than the area median income. I'll teach you how to look that information up a little bit later in this video. Currently, Zillow is only offering this program in Arizona. Additionally, there is a minimum credit score of 620. Not to mention, Zillow has not fully released all the details of this program. Okay, so now that we've gone over the Zillow 1% down program, Zillow is actually pretty late to the game. So they actually just use the Fannie Mae Home Ready guidelines for how they qualify on the loan. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we're gonna go over the Fannie Mae Home Ready Selling Guide. We will also have a link to this PDF in the video description. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to be talking about the loan purpose being a purchase. The Home Ready program is available for 1 to 4 unit primary residence. Keep in mind, Zillow, UWM, and Rocket Mortgage may have overlays, which are their own rules on giving the 2% grant depending on the property type. I believe for all 3 of them, the max would be a duplex. The next thing we'll be talking about is LTV limits. LTV is loan to value. That basically means how much you're putting down versus the loan amount. In this specific scenario, we're going to assume a 97% LTV, assuming a 1% down payment from the borrower and a 2% grant from one of those 3 providers. Additionally, in a purchase, when they talk about desktop underwriter, DU, that is Fannie Mae's software to qualify borrowers. The next thing we'll be talking about is the product. With the Fannie Mae Home Ready Mortgage, they do offer both fixed rate mortgages and adjustable rate mortgages. For the purposes of the down payment assistance programs, we are going to assume a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Previously mentioned, we talked about borrower income limits. So borrower needs to have 80% or less of the area median income. We will show you how to look this number up and provide the link to the website that will show area median income. One other item of note is that multiple finance properties, the occupant borrower may own one other financed residential property in addition to the subject property at the time of closing. Non-occupant borrowers are not subject to this restriction. What that means is the borrower can own another property as long as the property that they are using the down payment assistance program becomes their primary residence. Now, if they have someone helping them co-sign on the property, this restriction does not apply to that co-borrower. Next, we'll be going over the UWM 1% down conventional program. So now that we've gone over the Fannie Mae Home Ready guidelines, let's review the UWM or United Wholesale Mortgage conventional 1% down program. So here is United Wholesale Mortgage, UWM's conventional 1% down program. So something to note with the UWM program, it says here, when income qualified borrowers put 1% down, UWM pays an additional 2% towards the down payment, up to $4,000 for a total of 3% down. Keep in mind, that means the down payment max on this program would be $6,000, and that would be a max purchase price of $200,000. that would be a max loan amount of $200,000. I'm located in California, and there are not a lot of homes that you can get with a loan amount of $200,000. However, out of state, I do understand this program could definitely help in other parts of the country. So similar to the Fannie Mae guidelines, UWM also has the 80% of AMI rule. The UWM website doesn't offer much more information about the program, but it does say right here it follows the same guidelines as Home Possible and Home Ready. As mentioned before, we will have a link to the Home Ready selling guide in our video description, which will include all the guidelines and qualifications to help you figure out if you can qualify for this program. Next, we're going to be going over the Rocket One Plus program. Now that we've reviewed the UWM program, let's compare it to what I think is the best out of the three, the Rocket One Plus program. Okay, so I'm excited to go over the Rocket One Plus program. Although we don't have all the details on the Zillow program yet, there is something that I love about the One Plus. The One Plus program states right here, clients won't pay for mortgage insurance on this product. That means a lower monthly payment, which adds to affordability. That is an awesome feature for a conventional loan to not have to pay mortgage insurance. The Rocket page also does a great job breaking down the math on a $250,000 assumed purchase price. This is assuming a 30-year fixed loan with an interest rate of 6%. So in this specific example, the borrower is going to bring $2,500 for a down payment. Math is right here. Rocket Mortgage will cover 2% of the loan amount. It shows that your monthly principal and interest payment is $1,453.91. Now, this last bullet is super important. You could save up to $245 per month by not having to pay for mortgage insurance. So now let's go down a little bit more on this page and let's talk about qualifying for the One Plus program. Once again, they use the same guidelines as Fannie Mae's Home Ready program. The first bullet here, cannot make higher than 80% of the median income in the area. We will have the link to that website in the description of the video. You need a qualifying FICO score of 620 or better. This is another interesting one here. We saw that in the Fannie Mae selling guide, Home Ready is usable for up to 4 units. Rocket is only allowing this for a single unit primary residence. Additionally, on top of the 2% grant, you're allowed to put 3% down of your own. So you could actually lower your monthly payment and have a little bit more equity by combining the program with your own down payment. Overall, I like the One Plus program the best. Another great thing about the One Plus program is it does allow for temporary buy downs. So the temporary buy down is a way to have a lower interest rate effectively for year 1, 2, or 3, depending on what is negotiated in your purchase contract. The temporary buy down must come from the builder, seller, or real estate agent though. Overall, I like the Rocket One Plus program the best out of the 3. And in the next slides, we'll be going over AMI, the pros and cons of the program, and how to get the program and how to qualify for the program. Okay, so now that you're very excited about the Rocket One Plus program, we're gonna walk through an example of where this would work in California. So keep in mind, the max loan amount in California for the Rocket One Plus is $350,000. In this example, we'll be going over a $280,000 purchase price. The city that we're going to be looking in is Bakersfield, California. And why I chose Bakersfield is because there are actually homes for $280,000. So to look up 80% of AMI, there is a link in the description that will lead you to the website that gives you this information. You'll just type in an address and plug it in, and this 80% of AMI will show up right there. So in Bakersfield, $58,080 is your 80% of AMI. This would be the max allowed annual gross income, and that equates to $4,840 a month. Now, in this scenario, we are allowed a max DTI or debt to income ratio of 50%. Specifically in this example, you would be allowed an additional $300 a month of liabilities in terms of a car payment, student loan payment, minimum credit card debt, and you would still qualify for this $280,000 purchase. After everything's said and done, you would have a monthly payment of $2,057. That would include your principal and interest, your homeowner's insurance, and your property tax. On the next slide, we'll go over how to get started with the Rocket One Plus program. Okay, so here we're gonna walk through how to look up area median income. Fannie Mae has a website, and you're just gonna go to the website, or there's a link in the description. You just type in an address, go ahead and click it, and right here, a area median income box will pop up for that specific address. So here I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so as you can see here, the area median income is $72,600. 80% of the area median income is $58,080. So to qualify for any of these down payment assistance programs that we've talked about for this specific address, the gross annual income would need to be equal or less than $58,080. And you can do this for any kind of property that you're looking for. Once again, the link for this website will be in the description. Now that we've gone over looking this up, we're going to go over the pros and cons of these programs. Okay, so let's talk about some of the pros and the cons of this 1% down payment program offered by Zillow, United Wholesale Mortgage, and Rocket Mortgage. So first, the pros. Obviously, you're gonna have a low down payment. So for UWM and Rocket Mortgage, you're getting a 2% down payment grant, and a grant means that that money is forgiven. You don't have to pay it back. This down payment program also offers a lower cost for your conventional loan because it meets the home ready guidelines. A big plus for the programs is this could help you get into a home sooner. It could allow you to build equity sooner. Now, here are some cons to the program. The first is if you buy the home and home prices drop, you could be underwater, could have negative equity. Remember, equity is the value of your home less your mortgage balance. For another con is that there could be mortgage insurance requirements. With the Zillow program, they haven't released all the details, so you could still be paying mortgage insurance. I know for the Rocket One Plus program, they actually get rid of that mortgage insurance requirement because they have the home ready guidelines. Keep in mind, you could potentially also have a higher interest rate because you're putting less down. Another major con is that when you have a lower down payment, that typically means you have a higher loan balance and higher monthly payments compared to if you put more down. Last but not least, Zillow simply hasn't released all their details. So I would say if you're interested in the program, look into UWM or the Rocket One Plus instead. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do I use one of these programs? So the first step would be email our team at loans@knowyourmortgages.com. After you reach out to our team, we'll go through all your details and verify the qualification. We'll set up a video call so we can share our screen and walk you through all the numbers and the entire process. After we've gone through everything for your specific scenario, you'll get pre-approved, and at that point, you can go home shopping with confidence. After you go home shopping with confidence, you get your offer accepted and you can close your loan with us. After you close your loan, you'll get keys to your new home. As always, thanks for visiting our channel. If you found value in this video, please subscribe. As always, our team appreciates your support, and thank you for always thinking of us as your preferred online mortgage education resource.